Hey YouTube, this video is going to be about how to start your ADC builds. And what I mean by that is you got your starter item, you got your boots, and you got your power item. This video is going to be in two sections. The first section, I'm going to go over a few starter items that I don't think are the best and that I don't buy. And then I'm going to go over 5 different combos of starter item and power items that I think you guys should buy. One thing to keep in mind with these starter items, guys, is that all 3 give no attack speed in any way, and I think that is a big deal when you're playing hunters. The first one I want to talk about is Bluestone Pendant. And I think this one is not the best. I would recommend buying it. It only gives 10 power, which is not the most you can get out of a starter item. It gives HP 5 and MP 5, which are okay, but with this item, you just want to do a lot of damage, and I don't think 10 power or 25 physical damage is enough. A lot of Transcendence gods aren't meta, and I don't think this puts them in the meta. The next two I want to talk about are definitely viable, but I just don't think they're as good as the top tier starter items. The reason I don't think this is as good is because there's another item that gives you prots that you don't need Mana Conceptor with. There's another item that clears jungle camps fast, and this is getting nerfed soon. So all 3 of those things combined strays me away from building Mannequin. Okay, and here is my thing with Deathstall, guys. All it gives, guys, is 10 power, 75 health, and Mana Sustain, right? Those 3 things you can get with other items, and you can get more out of them, and I'll show you that later. The first combo I want to talk about is Cal with Devo's Gauntlets, and why I've been liking this personally a lot is because you get a lot of lifesteal once you finish these 2 items. You're at 10 with this, you're at 29 with this, that makes 39% lifesteal. That means you can tank every Gold Fury, you can lifesteal off waves, you can lifesteal off buffs. It has the most sustain out of any build. One downside with this is the mana sustain. You do have to get mana pots at the start, and you do have to buy mana pots as well. This combo has good attack speed with other Cal and Ninja, and this combo is okay in 1v1s. It's not the best 1v1, but it has a good 1v1. Okay guys, this build is the build you should go if you're just looking to fight in the 1v1, because this build has the best 1v1 potential in the game at 3 items. It has insane attack speed. It has 5 with this, plus 10 if you're near an enemy. It's got 25 with this, it's got 20 with this. Berserker Shield gives power, it gives prots, it gives pen, and you can become Berserk with it. The one downside to this, guys, it doesn't have that much lifesteal, and it also doesn't have any mana sustain. But like I said, its 1v1 potential is insane. You can 1v1 junglers, you can 1v1 hunters, you can 1v1 warriors. The build also has insane attack speed because all 3 of these items give attack speed in different ways. Cal Trans is actually what I would recommend on most Transcendence gods right now. And the reason is, it gives lifesteal, it gives power, it gives mana sustain. One of the downsides is it doesn't give as much attack speed as the Berserker build. Doesn't give prots like the Berserker build. Doesn't have that much lifesteal. But you will be hitting like a truck with this because this is the most power you can get with 3 items pretty much. And yeah, your abilities will swing very, very hard with this build. Okay, if you're one of those players who just want to farm up items and get to late game with Hunter roll, I would suggest Gilded Arrow, Devos. It's a very, very solid build. You have Mana Sustain with Gilded, you have Health Sustain with Devos. You get extra gold from Gilded, so you'll get your items online faster. Build does have a few downsides that I must warn you about. One of them being your attack speed is not that high unless you get the Gilded Arrow proc. If you don't get the Gilded Arrow proc, guys, you really can't fight the other hunter because they most likely will have more attack speed than you. And also, you just don't have that much power because Gilded Arrow gives basic attack damage and not power. Okay, now I want to talk about one of my personal favorites is Eye the Jungle into Devos. This is another build that gives insane health sustain because Eye the Jungle HP 5 and Devos lifesteal. It has really good attack speed actually because Eye of the Jungle has 15% base. One downside is the mana, and also it has insane buff clear because Eye of the Jungle increases your damage to jungle monsters. And this build has decent 1v1 potential because of the attack speed. Okay guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope this helped. I hope you can use these starts in the game. And the next video will be on what to build these into, so how to choose between crit or pen.